Proposed NBA trade suggests Lakers could move Bronny James to a familiar team. With LeBron James now joining the Philadelphia 76ers, NBA discussions have increasingly shifted toward what the Los Angeles Lakers might do with Bronny James moving forward. At this point, there has been no official indication that the Lakers are looking to move on from the young guard. However, that hasn't stopped analysts and fans from exploring potential trade scenarios involving Bronny as the offseason continues. One of the most talked about possibilities has been whether the 76ers could pursue a trade to reunite Bronny with his superstar father. Even so, it's important to note that there has been no public indication from Bronny James that he wants to continue playing alongside LeBron, and his future remains a separate discussion from his father's career decisions. Another possibility that has drawn attention involves a change of scenery for the younger James. While nothing has been reported as imminent, some observers believe a fresh start with another franchise could provide Bronny with additional opportunities to continue developing his game. Among the teams connected to various trade discussions, the Cleveland Cavaliers remain an interesting fit. Bronny has strong ties to Cleveland after growing up while LeBron James was the face of the franchise. Although the Cavaliers were unable to bring LeBron back during free agency, some NBA observers have suggested they could still explore adding another member of the James family if the right opportunity became available. With that in mind, let's take a closer look at what a hypothetical Lakers-Cavaliers trade could resemble. One proposed framework would involve Cleveland sending future second-round draft picks in exchange for Bronny James. From the Lakers' perspective, such a move could add future draft assets while giving Bronny an opportunity to continue his development elsewhere. Of course, this remains only a proposed trade scenario and not a reported negotiation between the two teams. For Cleveland, it could represent a relatively low-risk move to acquire a young guard who would naturally generate plenty of attention among the fan base. Third Apron's Yossi Gozlan previously outlined a Bronny James to 76ers trade concept, but some of that same salary cap logic has also been discussed in relation to the Cavaliers. Bronny James would fit nicely into that Eric Gordon trade exception Gozlan outlined in a July 24th message on X. The Sixers have plenty second-round picks to get a deal done. Despite those discussions, Bronny James's agent, Rich Paul, quickly dismissed the idea that Bronny and LeBron are a package deal with the 76ers. Bronny's salary for the 2026-27 season is fully guaranteed as part of his 4-year, $7.8 million contract with the Lakers, giving the organization flexibility regarding his future. James also has 2 seasons remaining on his current contract, while the Lakers hold a team option for the 2027-28 campaign. As for the impact of LeBron James' decision on his son, Bronny James, Rich Paul, the agent for both, tells ESPN that they are not a package deal, and there's no current plan or request for Bronny James to join his father in Philly, ESPN's Ramona Shelburne noted in a July 24th message on X. Bronny James recently had his contract guaranteed by the Lakers, whose staff has a fondness for him, according to sources. Those comments appear to reinforce that Bronny's future will be evaluated independently of LeBron's next chapter. Nevertheless, Cleveland continues to be mentioned in league speculation because of the family's long history with the franchise. If the Cavaliers were interested, a potential deal would likely not require a significant trade package, making it an idea that some around the league continue to discuss rather than an indication that a move is expected. NBA insiders Mark Stein and Jake Fisher also referenced that possibility in a July 4th story titled July 4th NBA Trade Plus Free Agency Intel Special. One conspiracy whisper making the rounds: they want to make sure that they have open roster spots to be able to trade for the Lakers' Bronny James, in the event that they are able to welcome Dad back as a free agent signee, Stein and Fisher wrote. For now, there is no official report that the Lakers and Cavaliers are engaged in trade talks involving Bronny James. Still, As the NBA offseason continues, proposed trade ideas like this are likely to remain part of the conversation until teams finalize their rosters. Whether Bronny stays in Los Angeles or eventually begins the next chapter of his career elsewhere, his development will remain one of the more closely watched storylines around the league.